Alright, part 2, day 2. Heading back over to get started on this deck. I'm gonna put the fascia boards, 2 fascia boards on the end of, dog, that just reminded me, I didn't get a long enough piece of wood. The 2 fascia boards on the deck on the end of those joists, and then I'm gonna start putting my 4x4 post in. I'm gonna notch all those out, I think, and I'm gonna get those set. I think I got like 10 to 12 posts put in. Then it'll be time to put deck boards down. So we'll just see how much I get done today. All right, so just in case you didn't watch the first video, this is what I got done in that first video, which was yesterday. I've got this beam put under, got my 2x6s already installed. And again, I let these beams run long. I'll end up cutting this down and with a little camper on it, and the same thing over here. So today I'm gonna put an end or a fascia board on that fascia board here, and these posts, I'm just gonna cut these posts down, I believe, because I don't think they're tall enough as is. I knew that the handrails were like 32 inches, and where I live, the code is 36 inches, so they want to get those to code. So that's what I'm gonna do. Put the fascia board on and start putting my posts in. I'll kind of check back in and out on that. Something that is worth noting, I'm gonna be doing this by myself, so I got to put a 10-foot board up. And by yourself, that's a little bit tricky. I could set something up to hold that in, but what I'll do is I'll just tack a little strip of wood under here on both ends, and I can just set my 2x6 in there and put it in. You know, maybe even that little piece of wood right there. It ain't gonna take much, just enough to hold it long enough for me to get it nailed. I don't know if that'll make the cut or not, but that's what I'm gonna do. See you in a little bit. All right, all the posts are in, except for one down at the very bottom. But I'm eating my sandwich, so I figured I'd go and make this video. You can see where I notched them where I could, and then I got another block in there. Got that one notched and in. That one is not notched, simply because I needed it to line up with these other two. But you can see I got it blocked all the way around. Post is solid. But anyway, 10 or 11 posts put in just after 12 o'clock. That went pretty good, actually. Step down here. That post, I ran it all the way down. I notched it in the middle there, but then I let it continue on so that this rail, this is the post I hadn't replaced yet. I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna put it out here, and that way that'll have something to tie into. I guess you saw my sandwich. But that's where I'm at. Time to start putting in deck boards. This is actually the morning of day 3. I wasn't able to finish up videoing last night because it just got dark. But you can see I've got these deck boards down. Went ahead and removed the rest of the other ones, but I ran out of 10-foot boards. I just didn't buy the right quantity. So anyway, I did go ahead and install that first row of railing. That turned out really nice. Back up, went ahead and replaced the stair treads and risers. This post did not work out the way I wanted it to. I might have to take that back down and get it right. But that's where I'm at. Look at this rail. It's an example or a sample of what it's going to look like. I think that looks good. So today I'm going to finish putting deck boards down and start putting the railings in. It'd be nice if I got all the railings put in. I know I don't have enough of these balusters, but I'll just get as much done as I can today. I think I got plenty of work to fill my day. All right, something I thought worth mentioning. This deck, you can see which way I got the deck board running, parallel with the house. From here all the way out to there is like 18 feet. So a 16-foot board won't reach. So what I've done is I've got this board, one deck board in, so I'll keep running my boards straight into here and then start again, run right there. That way I don't have a seam with, you know, ends of boards butting into each other. And also I don't have to start staggering boards. I just like this, and I've got it lined up with this post so it doesn't, I think that's gonna look good. But in order to do that, I had to put a couple blocks in for this board to rest on, and it's got something to land on here and on the end. And now the incoming boards, they need something to rest on, so I put these blocks in there. And I got lucky that I'm within an inch of that joist, so I didn't have to put anything right there. But anyway, I'll show you again once I get it all covered up. All right, if you've watched the first two parts, you'll know where we are, or where I am. I was just finishing up the deck boards. They are all down. The step treads and risers are replaced. I haven't got them dirty from walking around. But anyway, all the deck boards are down. It's good to have that done. Oh, and I forgot. I already said something about this. This is that, I don't know if the shadows are messing this up or not, but this is that piece I was talking about, kind of a transition from one board to the next. Now you can see over here I kind of had some bad luck, or poor planning, however you want to call it. That's like 3/4 of an inch strip, but it ain't terrible. I guess I could have started here and worked my way out. I usually start from the other way in and come in, so if you do have a short piece, it's right there. But over here, I did start up against the house and work my way out. So notched around all the posts. I know that looks ridiculous. My jigsaw has a mind of its own, but the sleeve, I've already checked it, will cover that. But see, I had to go all the way around that one. Right here, everything's good to go, man. Now I'm going to continue on with my handrails. I didn't show any of me putting the deck boards down because, I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. The biggest thing is as you're going, you need to keep checking for square against the house. You need to run a tape measure, you know, wherever you are in line. Say if you're on this board, put the tape measure from here to the wall and from the other end to the wall, and make sure you're staying square. And if you're not, you can adjust a little bit as you go. If you wait to the very end and realize you're off by a half an inch or an inch, it's hard to make it up, or it's gonna be obvious. And one other thing that's on my mind, I bought this wood. I'm not gonna say where I bought it from, but I bought it from one of the big box stores, and I think I'm gonna try the other big box store, because when I went in to buy this wood, they had exterior decking boards, so that's what I got. I can't remember what they were, like 5 something a piece, and I had to dig through as I was installing them. I had to cull about every other one, or make sure I used the right side because of knots. Took a bunch of boards back, and then I noticed they had pressure treated #1 superior quality wood, or whatever, prime or something. So I got those, and half of them are crap. They're all bowed. You can make a rocking chair out of them boards. Knots. So I got a bunch of wood. I was sitting over there, and I got more on the trailer that I'm gonna take back. But this wood just ain't quality wood. I mean, the boards I put down were the best of the litter. But anyway, I guess what I'm getting at is make sure where you're getting your wood is good wood, because I bought some of those boards I had to put in here and take the chisel, drive it into the joist and bow that board to get it right. And then you got to make sure you're not chasing a curve all the way through. Anyway, I'm gonna start on these handrails. I'll touch back. Oh, what I am doing with the handrails is I'm taking a block, a 2x4 block, putting right under there. I'm gonna do that on both sides, and then I can get this mounted in there. My 2x4 mounts into this bracket. Then these spindles, I had to go on the outside. Tell you what, I'm gonna step down here. But I had to come on the outside and line one up on the bottom so I could get my measurement to go up to the top. Now if you see, mine aren't run all the way up, but I wanted this handrail to peak out at about 36 and a half, because that's code. So anyway, now that I've got one all kind of geared up, I'll know where to put my 2x4s on the next row. Then I can just run through there putting these pickets, ballisters, spindles, whatever you call them, putting those in. So I'm gonna start putting all these in, and when I get done, I'll turn the camera back on. All right, that's part 2 finished up. I know I said right there at the end of it that if you'd watched the first 2 parts, you'd know, but that was only the second part. I'll have the 3rd and final video coming out ASAP. But as always, leave a comment, thumbs up, share, and ring that bell at the bottom right, and you'll know when I finish up and put another video out. Finish this one up, and I'm gonna try to keep other videos coming. I'm starting to get the hang of this editing. I'm just kind of playing. The transitions are all different because I'm just picking them at random, sticking stuff out there, so just bear with me. But I appreciate it. See you next time.